Crystal McKenna, your realtor with Ivory Towers Realty. I am here at CAC Corporate Center here in Casa Grande at the Small Business Development Center. And today with me I have Misty Newman, and she's going to give you 5 tips on time management. Thank you, Misty.
All right, thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share this information today. I have always been extremely passionate about time management. As busy professionals, we often have this real long list of things to do every day and not enough time. And so I'm very excited to be sharing these tips with you today. All right, so I'll just go ahead and jump right in. Productivity tip number 1 is to never hit your snooze. What happens is that it puts your body into what's called a sleep inertia, where your mind and body become confused and groggy. And as a result, well, researchers say that 3 to 4 hours after this, that your body is still in this state. And so this is definitely not the best way to start your day. So what's recommended is to set your alarm for the time that you want to get up and actually get up at that time.
That makes sense.
Right? Doesn't it?
Yes. No more snooze buttons.
I'm guilty though. Before I found out about this, this is embarrassing, but sometimes I would hit that 3 or 4 times in a row. Yeah, not good. But as soon as I found out about this, I quickly changed that habit. All right, productivity tip number 2. And this is to literally start your day on the right side of the bed. To start your day on a positive note. And this begins with the very first thought that you have. Is it, oh my gosh, I do not want to get out of bed today? Or is it, I am so excited to start my day today. I have endless opportunities. Starting your day off on a positive note makes a huge difference because that is the momentum that is going to carry you through the rest of the day. All right, productivity tip number 3. This is to engage your mind and or body the first hour of the day and to minimize any distractions or time wasters such as Facebook or watching the news, which is pretty negative, and there's a time and a place. But definitely, I don't recommend doing this first thing in the morning. You want to start your day focused and relaxed. So let's say, for example, you're scrolling through your Facebook feed or you're checking your emails, which then that means you're attending to other people's emergencies, right? So then you get behind, and then let's say you get in your car and you're speeding because now you're going to be late, and then you get pulled over. And from there, it can just be a downward spiral. And that's why it's really important to get up earlier in the day, read, exercise, do something to engage your mind and body.
So do something to make you happy.
Yes, absolutely. Definitely. Okay, productivity tip number 4, and this is one of my favorite, and it has made a huge difference. This is to implement what's called a Pomodoro Technique. And this is basically where eventually the idea is that you work up to 8 of these, but each session is 25 minutes and you're extremely focused for 25 minutes. So if you have trouble, let's say you start a task and then 10 minutes into it, you're like, oh, what's Johnny and Susie doing on Facebook? Or I want to check my email. It's distracting going back and forth. So you work 25 minutes, you take a break for 5 minutes, you work another 25 minutes, and so on. Do that 4 times, then you have a 15-minute break, and then the idea is to proceed with the next 4 Pomodoros. Before you know it, you have completed tons of work. This has made a huge difference in my life. I have increased my productivity, decreased the amount of time that I actually work on the task, and overall am way less stressed.
Something I need to try.
All right, and finally, tip number 5, easier said than done, is to maintain one calendaring system. And I realize that this can be difficult, especially if you're a professional or you have your own business, and let's say you have Outlook over here and then Gmail. It can be challenging sometimes to combine the two. But what happens is if you have 2 different systems, that something is going to get overlooked, or just fall through the cracks.
That does make sense because I do go through 2 calendars, and there's been times where I've overlooked something. and a lot of times it's on the personal side for me.
Right, exactly. And I'm a Franklin Covey fan, and so I still use paper-based as well. I know, I need to get with the digital age. No, I do. I use my Outlook, but I absolutely love my Franklin Covey. And so now what I do, any work appointments, I will put on my personal calendar as well. So these are my 5 tips, and I really hope that they help you as much as they have helped me. So again, thank you so much, Crystal, for giving me the opportunity to present this information today.
And I thank you, Misty, for having us here. If you haven't done so already, be sure to connect with me on Facebook and also connect with the Small Business Development as well. You guys have a great day.
Bye.